such wealth brings that then I scorn to change my state. Yay! Thank you.
As kingfishers catch fire, dragonflies draw flame, as tumbled over rim in roundy well stones ring, like each tucked string tells, each hung bell's bow swung finds tongue to fling out broad its name. Each mortal thing does one thing and the same, deals out that being indoors each one dwells, goes selves, itself, myself it speaks and spells, crying, what I do is me. For that I came. I say more. The just man justices, keeps grace. That keeps all his goings graces. Acts in God's eye what in God's eye he is. Christ. For Christ plays in 10,000 places, lovely in limbs and eyes not his, to the Father through the features of men's faces.
Midvinternattens kveld går. Alle sover I land och år. Månen vandrar sin tysta band. Snön lyser vit på för och gran. Snön lyser vit på taket. Endast tomten vackert.
Leaving a tiny trail of cadmium and cobalt before being entombed, organic and inorganic. The seasons ticked on, snow melt trickled down, paint dried, summer storms boiled up over the peaks, and rain scattered the mirror surface of the pond. During a cold night, a skim of ice formed across the water, and within days, fresh snow buried the painting in darkness. It waited for a spring that, at that elevation, will not come till summer. 2. When summer came, a hiker found the painting. I opened the studio door and he held it out. A lucky find, an improbable gift. I would have thrown it out, but you insisted I keep it. What are the chances that someone would find it in all that wilderness, you said? What are the chances that he would know who to return it to? You studied the surface of the painting, mottled with dirt and mildew, the linen torn and peeled back from the edges of worn split wood, and you laughed with delight. This sad little prodigal, more of an artifact now than a painting. 3. Tonight I lie on the forest floor of a different mountain range, looking up at the stars, and I think about the painting I abandoned. Which is to say, I think about you. Instead of the hiker, I imagine you finding the painting and returning it to me, as though returning me to myself. You would be so careful, so delicate. And though it is brittle, warped, unfinished, unframeable, you would keep it. Keep me, if only for the story. If I talk to anyone when I am alone in the wilderness, it is you. And when I finish a painting, I bring it to you first, knowing you will always tell me the truth.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright, in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearless symmetry? In what distant deeps and skies burnt the fire of thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? And what shoulder and what art twist the sinews of thy heart? And when thy heart began to beat, what dread hand and what dread feet? What the hammer, what the chain? In what furnace was thy brain? What the anvil, what dead grasp?
One must have a mind of winter. Regard the frost in the boughs of the pine trees crusted with snow. It's been cold a long time. Old junipers shag the ice, spruces distant in the rough glitter of the January sun. Not to think of any misery in the sound of the wind, in the sound of a few leaves, which is the sound of the land full of the same wind that is blowing in the same bare place for the listener, who listens in the snow, and nothing himself beholds, nothing that is not there, and the nothing that is.
The rain is full of ghosts tonight that tap and howl upon the glass and listen for reply. And in my heart there stirs a quiet pain for unremembered lads that will not again turn to me at midnight with cry. Thus in winter stands the lonely tree, nor knows what birds have come and gone, yet knows its boughs more silent than before.
When the sun makes itself, falling from mountains and meadows into the light of this golden freezing run. Splayed out on warm gravel and bursting at the seams, one could do worse than a belly full of stream.
When I do count the clock that tells the time, and see the brave day sunk in hideous night, when I behold the violet past prime, and sable curls all silvered o'er with white, when lofty trees I see, barren of leaves, which erst from heat did canopy the herd, and summer's green all girded up in sheaves, borne on the bier with white and bristly beard. Then of thy beauty do I question make, that thou among the wastes of time must go, since sweets and beauties do themselves forsake and die as fast as they see others grow. And nothing 'gainst time's scythe can make defense, save breed to brave him when he takes thee hence.
Like the waves make towards the pebbled shore, so do our minutes hasten to their end, each changing place with that which goes before, in sequent toil all forwards do contend. Nativity, once in the main of light, crawls to maturity, where within being crowned, crooked eclipses 'gainst his glory fight, and time, which gave, doth now his gift confound. Time doth transfix the flourish set on use, and delves the parallels in beauty's brow, feeds on the rarities of nature's truth, and nothing 'gainst his scythe to mow. And yet, to times in hope, my verse shall stand, praising thy worth despite his cruel hand.
This alone is what I wish for. Knowledge. To understand each desire and its edge. To know we are responsible for the lives we change. No faith comes without cost. Nobody believes without dying. Now, for the first time, I see clearly the trail you planted. What ground open to waste, though you dreamed a world of flowers. There are no curses, only mirrors held up to the souls of gods and mortals, and so I give up this fate too. Believe in yourself. Go ahead. See where it gets you.